Broadcasting from our studios in the UK. Heard around the world.
Automatic musical instruments.
On app, on Alexa speakers, and online. Tuesday Night Live.
With James Dundon.
Live on air and also on Facebook Live tonight. So if you want to watch me here in the studio, you're more than welcome to tune in. Just go to Facebook and search us out. You'll see the live video unfolding here in the studio. I mean, it's quite nice. You might notice a few changes since we last did a Facebook Live. Got a nice new grey fader desk here. Yeah, it's been spending my money again on the radio station. Lovely, very nice. And, well, apart from that, everything's the same. And someone asked me, why red lighting? Why do we have red lighting in the studio? It's a radio thing. On air, isn't it? There's no other meaning. Thank you. So, there you go. Tonight, packed show, as we bring you loads of music. A lot of it never heard before on the radio station. From the Rogers collection. This is Ian and Jane Rogers, from Leedstown, here in Cornwall. They're about, 7 miles away from where I'm sitting right now. So this is actually going to be a local do for me. I'm quite looking forward to it. I won't have to drive 300 miles to get to it. The problem is, though, you might have to drive 300 miles to attend. So I probably ought to do a little bit of work in convincing you to come along to the AGM. No problem at all. I got it under control, and I will do my best to get you excited for the Fair Organ Preservation Society AGM. The date, by the way, 1st of April. No, I'm not joking. And that is the very day that this radio station launched 5 years ago. I kind of did it as an April Fool's joke that wasn't a joke. Launching this station on the 1st of April 2018. And 5 years on, we're still going 24 hours a day, and we've never provided more. Thank you for being with us, and I hope you can celebrate with us and have a drink at the FOPS AGM, where we've got some great organs in attendance. We're just going to start with something from Ian's very own collection. This is a very impressive concert organ that Ian owns, built by David Leach. It was built between 1992 and 1994, a commission for Peter Summer of Warrington. It made its first public appearance in 1994, book-playing organ. Since been converted to the MIDI system, and playing very nicely here, the Cossack March. Lady Margaret kicks us off tonight. A mighty sound, that, from the Rogers collection, where the Fair Organ Preservation Society AGM is going to be held. It's a 72-key concert organ, Lady Margaret. It runs on a duplex system, though, so in theory, 92 notes, because it has nearly 20 registers, all using different combinations of notes that shouldn't go together that then fire off. Duplex systems are very hard to explain, and I've had a couple of sips of wine. Trev on his shed's been already on, saying, James, do you always drink wine in the studio when you're broadcasting on the BBC? No, only for special occasions like doing this show. We need to be have our wits all about us all the time when we're broadcasting on Auntie. So this is what we got here tonight. We got a bit of fun. It's a party. Tell your friends, share us on Facebook. You can also, of course, get in touch with us in the usual ways. We've got a Connect 4 that will make you laugh. We've got a 1-second song that will make you groove. And we've got loads of tracks from a Rogers collection. This is also an instrument built by David Leach around the same sort of period. In 1991, it was commissioned, a 12-bass organ. And these little Leach organs are a just fantastic sound. It's Autumn Splendour. I hope you enjoy it playing in the mystic land of Egypt. Absolutely great to hear from a Rogers collection, Autumn Splendour 56-key concert organ. You can see all of these at the Fair Auckland Preservation Society AGM. Ian always puts on a good spread. We'll make you very welcome to Cornwall. I know it's a long way to come, but trust me, it will be worth it. You can do a bit of sightseeing while you're down here. Ian's about, 10 miles away from St Ives, if that. So, all the he's literally on the coast and ready for you to go and visit some beaches and wonderful places. You can go and see the Eden Project. You can call into Dingle's Fairground Heritage on the Cornwall-Devon border on the way past, because they're just off the A30. So there's loads of stuff you can do while you're down here. More about that through the evening. Now, though, let's have a little bit of fun and see if you can get tonight's Connect 4.
4 songs, but what's the connection? Mechanical Music Radio's Connect 4.
And it's very simple, and I'll just recap the rules just in case there is anyone tuning in for the first time tonight. So we're going to play 4 songs. They are all linked in some way. So there's some sort of connection between these 4 tracks you're about to hear. You've got to identify what the connection is, and it might be a story we're telling or some sort of tenuous link, some sort of key words that tell a story in the tracks. When you think you know. And remember, it is fastest finger first. So jump in with a guest as soon as you like. You can get in touch. You can email on the website, mechanicalmusicradio.com, and get this number in your mobile phone to send us a text. It's 07871 221 511. Let's start with the X-Day Gavioli part of the Nick Williams collection. The song that it's going to play is I Lift Up My Finger and I Say, tweet, tweet.
Mechanical Music Radio's Connect 4.
it sounds a bit like Old Comrades, but it's actually titled Football March on this occasion. The recording taken from the ex-Dunrick Family's 97 key mortier. I've no idea if Football March is actually the title that is suitable, or whether that's just a mistake on the database. But I'm having it, because we need that for the Connect 4 Football March. And all of a sudden, it's become very clear as to what the connection could be. I mean, Keith Pinner gave it a good bash on the first track. He said, is it something to do with spring? Because we played I Lift Up My Finger and Say Tweet Tweet. So it could be tweeting birdies? No. Paul Rogers, though, bang on with his answer. We've also just had Peter Mackett come in with the right one. And hi to Mark Raven also getting in the top 3. If you think you've worked it out, the first 2 we played, I Lift Up My Finger and Say Tweet Tweet, and the Football March. What's tonight's Connect 4? Get in touch now. Email on the website, mechanicalmusicradio.com. Track 3, Gary Owen.
Mechanical Music Radio's Connect 4.
hopefully, in the end, it was an easy Connect 4 for you to identify. Any ideas? What connects these four pieces together? We played Lift My Finger Up and Say Tweet Tweet, The Football March, Gary Owen, and Don't Fence Me In. So when you think you know, get in touch now on the website, mechanicalmusicradio.com. You can email, you can text. Just get in touch and we'll reveal the answer next.
Text the studio now. 07871 221 511 or email through our website mechanicalmusicradio.com.
Later on in the show, we return to more organs from the Rogers collection, where the Fair Organ Preservation Society AGM will be happening on the 1st of April. There's many, many guest instruments visiting in Ian's garden as well, including my Dutch street organ, Het Blauwtje. Here it is playing the Locomotion.
Tuesday Night Live.
Mechanical Music Radio.
Rollcutter.com is the place to go for organ plans and parts. Peter and Rosemary Hood are proud to announce that they've purchased the J Omega business from Dr. John Whale. J Omega has become the go-to site for MIDI boards, also known as Whale boards, for so many of us in the organ world. In order to keep continuity, they're keeping the J Omega website and extending the sales field to include shipping to the USA and Canada. Visit them at rollcutter.com.
Connect 4 reveal your answers on the radio after another track from our Instrument of the Week. If you tune in through the week, you'll hear more of this than any other. It's a little cracker. Brian Hunt's Alfred Bruder. Here it is, another track, our Instrument of the Week. Fabulous instrument of the week. We'll really enjoy hearing more from it at Brian Hunt's Alfred Bruder. And of course, a selection of the instruments we play, we tell you about on our website. Just go to mechanicalmusicradio.com and have a little browse through some of the instruments we play. That's a section on our website I'm hoping to do a bit of expansion of when I go around my mother's the next couple of nights for dinner. While my other half, Matt's away, he's going on school camp. So I'm going over to stay at Mother's, and I'm planning on typing up a few historical notes on some of the instruments we play. See, I work non-stop for this radio station, let me tell you. Just for those tuning in, if you want to watch us tonight, we're live on Facebook. We're doing a Facebook Live from here in the studio. So you can see me here in my green jumper. And as Guido just messaged me, cheers, because he's witnessing me drinking a very nice red wine. It's very nice. Naughty on a Tuesday, but there you go, I've earned it. You've got to have some treats to keep you going. Right, let's get some answers on now. Tonight's Connect 4. How did you get on?
4 songs, but what's the connection? Mechanical Music Radio's Connect 4.
So fastest finger first, definitely Paul Rogers, followed by Peter Mackett, and a close third was Mark Raven. We need to say well done to Denise. Hi to Vicky Rogers, also getting tonight's Connect 4. Well done to Michael Clark in Leeds, who gets it bang on. Also, I need to say hi to Rich Levangi. Guido gets tonight's Connect 4. I've also got Andy Haskins. Hi to Bill Warder, who I know is no stranger to Cornwall. Bill, are you coming to the AGM at Ian Rogers then? Wear your Cornish kilt. Give more shock. And we got Robert and Catherine in Callington. Will be playing their new acquisition very soon on the show. New music from a new organ they've just purchased that will be at Ian's premises. Exciting. Also, hi to Duncan Mallows and also Trev in his shed. And, a few others as well, getting it right. It was very simple tonight. It was the Gary Lineker debacle. In fact, I don't think I've mentioned Michael Pumphrey, who said, is it Gary Lineker upsetting the government with his tweeting? Yes, it was. I lift up my finger and say, tweet, tweet. Yeah, so we got tweets. And then we got the football march. And then we got Gary Owen. So Gary, we'll take that. And don't fence me in. Don't tell me what to say. It's Gary Lineker on tonight's Connect 4. Well done if you got that. A little bit more now from the Rogers collection ahead of the AGM on the 1st of April as the Fair Organ Preservation Society come to Cornwall. I can't remember them coming to Cornwall for an AGM. In fact, the nearest one was Dingles, which was in Devon. They did that probably 15 years ago or so. I know I was only a young man. So, very exciting to think the FOPS are coming down this way. We're bringing on the live show tonight some great music from Rogers Collection, including instruments that are stored there on loan, like this. A Jan van Eyck street organ built 1994 for a chap who kept it in his garage. It was never seen. It was then sold to David Sixsmith, a popular character on the rally fields in Ireland, and then passed to his cousin Peter Newbury, who is custodian of it today. And it's stored at the Rogers Collection, so you'll get to see the Van Eyck Bocker Rider. And here is the Petersburger Schlittenfahrt. It's the Petersburger Schlittenfahrt. It's the Petersburg Slow Ride. And there it is playing on Boca Rider, one of the wonderful instruments you can see in the Rogers collection at the AGM. We caught, now Ian was going to join us live on the programme tonight, but he had to rush out, so we couldn't speak to him. But I have delved into the archives of the many interviews we've done on this radio station, and we caught up with him at the Poldark Mine Organ Festival about 4 years ago last, when Mechanical Music Radio presenter Mike Brown spoke to Ian about his collection and his Palm Court Orchestrion.
Well, this one is a relatively new one. It's built by UK organ builder David Leach and was built in 2009 to replicate the dance organs of Belgium from the 70s.
So a lot of organs, the traditional style ones, are sort of decorated with paintings and so on. You've actually got real instruments.
Well, this one's done in Art Deco style to represent the Art Deco times and cafes.
Yep.
It's got an accordion on it, saxophone, and a glockenspiel there, together with real speaking pipes. There's over 100 in there.
Right.
And then all of the percussion is real on the front. But this one's slightly different in that it's controlled by MIDI, which is by the computer.
Yep.
And we also have some additional backing tracks which work along with the real instruments. So it just gives an extra dimension to the music.
Wow. So when did MIDI first come into the...
MIDI's been around for quite a long time, but not as we know it today.
Yes.
It's the same as the Jacquard system, which is a row of dots and holes, just like the card music you've seen.
Yeah.
MIDI is just an electronic way of presenting that music.
Yeah.
So in the 80s, they used to do it on cassettes.
Yeah.
And I've a couple of instruments.
And, sorry, that cut off then. But as Ian was saying, he uses cassette tapes still on his Hans accordion player. You'll hear that in just a minute. There's a bloke called Hans. He's a mannequin that plays the accordion, and that runs off cassettes. So all sorts of MIDI systems possible, from floppy disk to microchip. And this particular one, the Palm Court Orchestrion, playing here the AA Twist. The Palm Court Orchestrion, part of the Ian Rogers collection. Now, Hans is one of only 4 accordion boys produced by De Cap Antwerp. He was made in 1989 to play in a museum in Switzerland. The museum closed in 2011. Parts of that museum put into an auction, which Ian did some bidding on, managed to get Hans delivered to his organ collection. And it's quite a sight to see a life-size mannequin playing an accordion in the way that it does, and quite clever how it was all done on encoded cassette tapes. Very good. So have a listen. Here he is doing New York, New York. Take it away, Hans. New York, New York on Hans, the accordion boy, an early Decap Antwerp creation. To bring it up to date, Ian does have one of the more modern style Decap accordions that he purchased, I think it was last year, from Tilburg in Holland. A good old Decapa Rentals accordion on a pedestal. Enjoy it. Decap accordion, Decap Rental's instrument, of course. Fantastic. Also in Ian's living room, he has recently managed to obtain a Yamaha Clavinova. Now, you know these pianos are incredible musical instruments. The expression in them, I mean, it takes the idea of the pianola to the next level with what you can do with a Clavinova. And, of course, you know, it can even sing at you and put in other sort of synthesised effects, percussion, everything with it. This particular track that Ian sent me to play from a Clavinova, though, is actually a scanned piano roll. So I hope you enjoy it sounding like a proper old mechanical instrument. There you go. Playing a good old scan piano roll. That's the Yamaha Clavinova, part of the Rogers collection. Ian is a great host, and we're all a friendly bunch. There's going to be many, many guest organs, more of which you'll hear on the programme before we finish in the next 10 minutes. I've got a load more to fit on. First, though, we thought we'd have a bit of fun, and in the final 10 minutes of the show, shall we do this?
Mechanical Music Radio's 1 second song.
Here we go. Are you ready? Have a little listen. Here is your 1 second song. Oh, hang on. Any ideas what that is? Now, helpfully, it's playing on Autumn Splendour, so maybe you've heard us play this track on Mechanical Music Radio before. Maybe you think you might know which instrument this is. I've just edited out a little clip of a song. You identify it, give me the title. I'll give you a clue. It's a popular piece. It was in the charts in the 70s, I think. Just give me the title of the piece. You can get in touch right now and we'll reveal the answer at the end of the show.
Text the studio now. 07871 221 511. Or email through our website, mechanicalmusicradio.com.
Attention owners of Bursons and our Bureau organs. Roger Wiegand is pleased to announce new rolls for the 88-note scale being produced. There's recuts of original roles and new music from skilled arrangers such as Tom Meyer, all supplied on high-quality, lightly waxed paper with adjustable plastic spool ends in a custom-made box. The first initial 12 rolls are now available with more added soon. Go to ourbureaumusic.com for more details. That's ourbureaumusic.com. Right, we come on to some dance organs from the Rogers collection. There is a great big semi-electronic 105 key decap that Ian has in his organ shed. It's called Metropole, and here it is playing A Woman in Love. Metropole as part of the Rogers collection, where the FOPS AGM will be held. Right, messages coming in for the 1 second song. I think most people doing quite well with it, so we'll recap that in just a minute. Also, just to catch up, a few other comments coming in from our Facebook Live tonight. Hello to Cameron Loads, if he's still awake. He's listening as he goes to sleep, ready for school tomorrow. Cheers to Dad Martin for the message on Facebook. Hi to Philip Sampson, who says Rowan is listening as he drifts up to sleep. We do have a lot of youngsters who join us on Tuesday Night Live. Essential bedtime listening. Bill Warder saying, James, enjoy the wine, but remember, wine and mixing desks don't mix. Why do you think I need to get a new one, Bill? And you can see the studio here, we've got this brand new mixing desk. Well, it's not brand new, it's second hand. Can't afford a new one, it's thousands of pounds. So, yeah, second hand reconditioned. And very good. I've even sawn a hole in the desk to drop it in so it's flush. Isn't that lovely? Very professional. Very professional. Don't sound surprised. You can see the studio setup on our Facebook Live tonight. Just search for Mechanical Music Radio. Right, on with it, because we've got a few moments left of the show, and we're going to fit on another new instrument to the playlist now. This is Mortier Organ de Arend. It has just come to the Cornwall area, which is very, very exciting. Always nice to have new things to listen to down this way. Thanks to Robert Mackenzie for taking charge of it. Of course, formerly it was in Ireland for many years, but now in Cornwall. A lot of work's been done to it. Andrew Pilmer's fitted a new decap MIDI system onto it, and it's playing particularly nicely. Here it is doing the Lambada. using the 101 key Mortier scale, built by the Hespine firm. That's De Arend playing the Lambada. Another dance organ style instrument attending from Doncaster, courtesy of James Reed Mechanical Music, is De Susan, and here it is playing Knock Knock Who's There. Yeah, that will be in attendance. The long drive from Doncaster down to Cornwall. See if James Reed can do it. I'm sure you can too. And he's towing Susan. Big trailer, that is. So cheers to James for the support. And I really do hope, I don't know what you've got on the weekend of the 1st and 2nd of April, but we really will make you feel welcome. And this radio station will celebrate its 5th birthday at the AGM. So you can come and join the party. I mean, how many organs are going to be there? I should think there's going to be about 7 or 8 in the shed and probably another 7 or 8 around the garden, at least. So there's going to be plenty of things to listen to and will make you very welcome. And just to put you into the Cornish spirit, we thought we'd leave you with something Cornish, played on an organ. We're going to play Cornwall's national anthem, Trelawney, in just a minute. Heck. After we hear from a beautiful Cornish man, Edwin Thomas. We caught up with him at the event I mentioned earlier, the Poldark Organ Festival. Mechanical Music Radio presenter Mike Brown was there and caught a word with Edwin about the instrument.
It travelled to Belgium fairs all of its working life in a set of chairplanes. This is a key organ.
Yeah.
The music, the perforated music as you see it. And that's a very, very clever man who makes the music.
Yes, indeed.
He's the art. I know the organ inside out and can do anything with it, but I can't touch this stuff.
No.
Because this picks up everything. Here's your melody, your counter melody, your bass, your drum beats. And it's not only cut like this, it's got to be the right speed for the notes to play in the right order to make your tune.
Thanks for listening to this replay of Tuesday Night Live. Remember, all of our programmes are available on our website to listen again at any time, whether it be Fair Organ Thursday or Street Organ Sunday. There's a musical theme of mechanical music that you'll love. Just go to mechanicalmusicradio.com and enjoy.